Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires. And I think we are now, I believe, on episode 7. There we go. We're on episode 7 now. We got a gift. There we go. Got a gift. So we are now on episode 7. So in the last episode, basically, we've just we boosted our thing underneath Sun Jian, and basically helped out with Sun Jian getting a little bit further, progressing a little bit further and stuff as well. So in this battle, basically, in this video, basically, we are just doing the same. We are just going to we're basically just going to be doing basically the same thing, and yeah, helping out. Yeah, and just helping out really, helping out Sun Jian into achieve total conquest. So yeah, there was something here. There was a weapon that I wanted. So if we do infiltrate the treasury, why not? If we do this, then basically we will get the thing for this. Also, whoa. Little cutscene. I think you've seen the cutscene, have we? I'm not sure. This is the cutscene for this one, in case you wanted to see. Glitch. Right, where's all the cargo? Cool. All random areas of the map. But I have come to the realization, whatever happens, you can sort of just go straight through. There you go. There's no wood oxes here. There's a wood ox up here though. Through here. They haven't even moved. Right. And then also we're going to be talking about some more famous officers when we actually see them. So we're going to be talking about that as well in this video. And then we're going to be doing a couple of other bits as well to basically just progress a little bit further. My plan is, just in case you wanted to know in this game, my plan for the rest of this game is, I was hoping to try and get as high as I can, rank-wise, underneath Sun Jian, and then basically rising up my own forces and then taking down Sun Jian. Because I'm a nice guy like that, you know. Because that's how we do it. Oh my days, I'm not even hitting them. We spoke about old Cao. Bokai, not really much to talk about. Zhu Hong, not really much to talk about. Heat security captains, of course I need to. And Sun Jian we've actually spoken about as well. Funny story, he's actually our commander. He's actually our lord. This is not good. I didn't realise how strong these all were. There we go, let's do this. Go for the jump. He's going to attack. Let's not do me any favours. Oh, this is intense. There we go. Let's go for that. Haha. Took them down. There we go. They literally didn't even look like that they were moving. Crazy. Cool. We keep this so you should try it out someday. Ooh. Thanks, sir. Give me a cool sword. Give me a cool thing. Cool. I'll take that. It's got the original Lord. Anything else? Not really. Anything here? No, nothing. Okay, let's have a look. See if there's anyone cool to recruit. No, not really. Anyone here? 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 Ooh, we do. We have some cool people here. Ah, Juju! Nobuyuki. What? As if someone's made a as if they made a Nobuyuki. That's quite cool. Let's see if we can create. So we may as well talk about this guy. Eugene is a warrior of Wei, and Eugene was and Eugene basically joined Cao Cao when he basically, I think, was Eugene at the beginning? I have to double check that one. But basically, Eugene is a officer of Wei, who is known basically for what he done at who basically is known for his defense. Who's basically known for his defense at the Battle of Hefei, where he's with Zhang Liao and Li Dian, and he was known for basically the defense of that and how well he done there, and that's what and he was really known for that. Cool. And he's really known for that, but he was noted for being really short as well. He's known for his valor, his ferocity. He participated in most of Cao Cao's military exploits. They gained multiple successes, most of them being with Lu Bu, Liu Bei, the other Terran rebels, and Yuan Shao. He was particularly praised for being a capable vanguard, and his biggest accomplishment, like I said, was at Hefei. When basically he defended it from the Wu forces, who basically invaded them. And they had a lack of forces at the time as well. So they had such a short supply of forces that basically then they basically defended it with like such short men, with such short amount of men that it was incredible the way they've actually defended it. He was also admitted into the five elite generals of Wei as well, alongside the likes of Eugene, Zhang He, Zhang Liao, and Xu Huang. That just proves how well he actually was with that just proves how well of a general he actually was underneath Wei as well. But yeah, there you go. He had 800 men. There you go. That's basically the best way to describe it. And I think, and he died as well in 2018, but his death was not historically recorded. But I can guess from that he basically died of age. There you go. So there's an officer that we spoke about. We found another officer. So we spoke about Jia Shu, spoke about Hong Zhong. Gogan was with Yuan Shao. I don't really know much about him. So Gogan is a officer. Who basically was with Yuan Shao, and I think he was really good friends with Zhang He. And basically, I think after the Battle of Guandu, I think he then joined Wei as well. But then I think he was cut down by someone, if I remember. Go see, we spoke about and there's not really much to speak about Zhang Ji, because I don't actually know that much about him, if the truth be told. Cool. Right, so because we have been doing other things, we now need to rearrange these again. Spread false information law, one enemy unit to the point from which the rumor started. Huh. So if we do, what should we do? Range torrent, swift raid, and cover fire. There you go. Jia Chong. Oh, it's all going off. I called it. You have angered the heavens to face me in battle. There we go. But yeah, like I said again, like I said in all of the gameplays that I've done, thank you all for all the support. It really means a lot to me. Because basically I've been a big lover of games for as long as I can remember. And one of those games that actually got me gaming was Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors, because I remember getting it from my remember my brother playing it when we were younger, and he didn't really like it, so I was like, oh, can I try it? He was like, yeah, of course. So then I tried it, and basically I really liked it. Oh, wrong. Swift raid. Ouch. That's annoying. As if it went to the wrong bit. There we go. Let's keep going. But yeah, but again, thank you all so much. And then, like I said, I basically got into gaming from the Dynasty Warriors series and the Warriors franchises. And I've been a big fan for them ever since. And that's what I mean when I say I've got a lot of love for this sort of game. Because I've got a lot of love for this game because of that. It basically got me into gaming. It basically got my love for gaming. Because I played this game and it just made me fall in love with it, basically. So there we go. But again, thank you all so much for all of the support and everything else. It doesn't go unnoticed, and I really do appreciate it. You're my son, so I expect even more out of you, unless I think I'm mistaken. Go away. There we go. And take that. Did I complete the objective? Yay! So what's my other objective? Oh, I've done them all. Oh, fair enough. Today we have Meng Da there. Meng Da is an odd character. So Meng Da basically was originally a warrior of Shu, I think. Not you again. There you go. Take you out as well. Why not? Take you both out at the same time. Let me just Google that, because I think Meng Da was originally with Shu and then joined Wei, and then he then tried to return, and basically he was cut down, because I think what he did was, but basically I think what happened was that so basically what happened was that Meng Da basically I think was involved with the death of Zhang Fei, I believe. He was the military general of oh, so there we go. So he was the military general of the state of Shaowei during the early Three Kingdoms period of China. He previously served at, there we go, Liuzhong and Liubei before defecting to Wei. He served under two rulers, with Xiaopei and Cao Ru. And then he started the rebellion in Wei and aimed to rejoin Shu Han, but the revolt was swiftly suppressed by the Wei general Sima Yi. And then he was captured and executed for treason because basically he tried to go back. Sun Jian executed Jia Shu. Ooh. Yeah, he tried to go back after he tried to go back. He tried to revolt to Shu. And basically that was a no-no. That was like, how dare you try and go back to somewhere, basically. And it didn't go down very well, if the truth be known. It didn't go down very well. And then Sima Yi captured him and he was beheaded for basically trying to leave unannounced. Like I keep saying as well in this game, the war here was absolutely savage. Literally, they didn't really care. Like you just seen there, like a famous warrior has literally just been slain. He's just been slain for no because basically he was evil, and he didn't, and Sun Jian, I'm guessing, didn't really like him because of that. Ah. Gen B is approaching the battlefield. Okay, fair enough. So many bases as we can. Here we go. So let's go around here. But yeah, like I said, guys, thank you all so much for all of the support, all of the all of the likes, comments, everyone that's subscribed to the channel. It does not go unnoticed, and I really do appreciate it. So thank you all so much. And people ask me, the horse that I'm on is the famous horse Red Hair, in case you wanted to know. So this is the best horse in the game, Red Hair, and I basically acquired it by having loads of item shops. I'm building loads of item shops, and then basically building an item shop on Luoyang, and then yeah, he then became available to purchase. So if you ever get the chance to purchase Red Hair, if you ever play this, if you do ever play this game, then I would recommend it, because he is the best horse on the game. He's got the quickest speed. He hasn't got the best power. The best power is the elephant. Or you can also ride a panda, or you can also ride a bear. It's awesome. But, yeah, there you go. But Red Hair is the quickest. And this is Lu Bu's horse. Haha. We took them all down. This doesn't look good for us. It does not. There you go, let's keep going. There we go. You got my head? Then come and take it if you dare. We completed one raid mission. Oh, so the raid missions are significant. How long do you plan on putting up the way you're mistreated? I was Marshal in your kingdom. I don't want to be anything else. Oh. Okay. Any more raids? Well, the armory. Oh, God. Nothing there. Rescue, infiltrate. Do you know what? As they're both here, we may as well talk about them. So Shao Quan and Dark One are the two, and Dark White are basically the two Kwai sisters, and basically they were both very famous as being gorgeous, as being beautiful women. Both of them were very beautiful women. So Shai Quan was married to Zhao Yu, and Dai Quan was married to Sun Ce. From what I remember, they both lived marital bliss, and both lived two quads. There you go. And both lived a happy life. So yeah, Sao Quan was spouse was Zhao Yu, and Dao Quan was Sun Ce. And basically they both lived and their father was Lord Kwai. So basically, Cao Cao really wanted them by his side because he just believed that oh, there we go. I didn't know that. So they never had names. So then their names were the Kwai sisters' names were never recorded in the history. So basically, Dai Quan literally means older Kwai, and Sha Quan means younger. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, so they both married the main strategist of Wu, and also married a one of the heirs of Wu. So they didn't do too bad, to be fair. Yeah, and there was a belief that Cao Cao actually wanted them. And basically, yeah, but it was a fictitious story, to be fair. But basically, the Kwai sisters, Cao Cao really wanted them, and there's rumors as well, and historians believe that the Battle of Chirpi happened because of these two. Anyway, another one that we can talk about is the very famous Jugae Leong. Jugae Leong is a officer. We might as well do a rest, so we might as well talk about Jugae Leong and rest. Jugae Leong is the strategist of Liu Bei, and basically I've been asked to be promoted to Marshal. Yes, I do, and I got an achievement. Thank you. So literally, Shang Pu was the person, wasn't it? And they just booted him. Oh, he just knocked him down to common, not even an officer. A savage. No, actually, that's a good idea. I could form an alliance. Participate in an invasion. I did that. I have a great banquet to celebrate me being celebrate. There we go. So back to Marshal. Back to being a Marshal. There we go. Do I wish to take part? Yes, I do. But yeah, basically, Zhuge Liang is the main strategist of the kingdom of Shu, and he basically he was also known as the Sleeping Dragon, and he worked. He was a main factor with the. My mind's gone blank. He's basically the main factor of the. There is another famous officer in here. I know there is. Yeah, there is. We'll talk about him in a minute. And basically, he was one of the main deciding factors of the Wu King of the Shu Kingdom being established, because he helped with all of the things of Shangban, because basically the only thing that he actually needed to fight was the only thing that Liu Bei was missing was a strategist. That's the only thing he was missing. So basically, the history goes that he historically visited Jugae Leong. He historically visited Jugae Leong 3 times. So there are 3 visits to Jugae Leong to try and recruit Jugae Leong. Oh, why have I done capture bases 4 times? Oh, stupid. Historically, he then visited Jugae Leong 3 times. And then on the 3rd visit, Jugae Leong basically accepted the proposal of becoming his strategist under one condition, and that condition was to lead his kingdom in the kingdom of benevolence, where basically he that anything that he done, he would lead the kingdom with the people in mind, and anything that he did was for the people. Liu Bei. And then he helped out. He helped out the capture of Nongzhong. Done really well there. He also famously involved in the Battle of Nongzhong with Wang Ho, when Wang Ho was captured 9 times by him as well. He was an outstanding strategist. There's rumors to say as well, not rumors, it's true, that he was one of the main strategists of that time. So one of the biggest strategists and one of the most accomplished strategists of the time. Very, very famous. He's also known as one of the 3 early heroes of the Han Dynasty. Just a massive deciding factor in the battle of with Shu establishing a kingdom. He's done Reginald. You bugger. Cheeky person. Haha. That's what you get. There you go, and bang. Sorry, I didn't finish talking about Jugae Leong. And then basically after during the Battle of Yeeling as well. Historically, Jugae Leong didn't want the battle to go to head because he knew in his own heart of hearts that the people would be heavily affected by this battle, and he didn't want the battle to go ahead because he basically knew that it was not for the people in mind. Basically, he did it. He did it out of pure vengeance, which is not the way that Jugae Leong works. He basically wanted it to be a thing of benevolence. He basically wanted the whole. He basically wanted the Shu kingdom to be run through benevolence, and things like that. Where Liu Bei was so pent up with emotions, he didn't even listen to any advisors. And one of Liu Bei's main advisors was him. Hold on. I did not know that. He was a fugitive. He was a fugitive. What? This is an historical thing I didn't even know. He goes around preaching all of his benevolence. In actual fact, my man was a fugitive. What? Didn't know that. Because he tried to assassinate the Queen Emperor, Queen Shi Hyong. So he tried to assassinate him and hired the help of a massive man to try and historically get the to try and ambush him. So there we go. So he was a fugitive. And then he escaped. There you go. He used fake identities. He then went underground. So that's why, historically, he never came out of hiding. That makes sense now. There we go. That makes sense now. Oh, ouch. Inferno! There we go. So he was a fugitive as well. Right. There we go. I'm reading about the wrong person. Jugae Leong, was a great military strategist who served under Liu Bei and done really well. So basically, anything that you just heard was not the right person. He was not a fugitive, and everything that I said before was right. Recruited. And basically, he served under and basically he practiced Taoist robe, holding a hold fan and made of crane feathers as well. That was his prominent weapon. He was also one of the main deciding factors as well with in the group healing. Okay, make everyone better. He was also one of the main deciding factors for the Three Kingdom strategy. So basically, he wanted the Three Kingdom strategy to happen. And basically, he was one of the main deciding factors for that as well. He was one of the main deciding factors for the for that. He was also married to Lady Yeeling, who's also named as Lady Huang. His name has become synonymous with wisdom and strategy in Chinese culture. Basically, he was visited 3 times. He basically visited 3 times by him, and he was recommended by Shu Shu. There we go. And basically he, There's nothing really better sword that I can get. Any items? No. Academy? No. And basically he was quite a deciding, and Shu Shu recommended him. And then basically he was, I want to rest. And basically then he was recruited by Liu Bei, and at the Battle of Red Cliffs, there are reasons to believe as well that he and there are reasons to believe, and during the Battle of the Red Cliffs as well, they believe that he was one of the deciding factors as well. Hold on, I do not agree. Oh, whoops. He wanted to you're on shoe. And he was one of the deciding factors. He went and met with and he went and met with the very famous with some famous warriors. He went and met with Zhao Yun and Lu Shu, and basically spoke with them, to actually do it, and they said that basically that they would always have they would have their support. What? Ah, Pang Tong. Man. I believe Pang Tong left. Pang Tong. Ah, Pang Tong. Why'd you leave? Yeah, and then basically, he had a relative. Jugae Leong was one of his relatives as well. He done him. And Jugae Leong was basically appointed after Liu Bei's death as and he was basically promoted to governor and chancellor, where he took charge of most things. Because he believed that he believed that Liu Shan wasn't right to rule, so basically he did that, and took charge of Shu, and then at the Battle of Wuzhang Plains, after so many northern campaigns, it didn't really work out because he actually died during his northern campaign of the Battle of what's it? Of the Wuzhang Plains. But yeah, but don't get it wrong, he was a military genius. He done really well with what he had. Yeah, just a fantastic general. And done really well with it. Yay! We got Li Dian. And basically, there was another warrior that we didn't speak about. Oh, what? Everyone's leaving you, mate. Everyone is actually leaving you. Raising a bed together with your Thompson and spouse. Do you know what? I think the time is right. I think the time is right. Because the tide is high and I'm only holding on. Because by the look of it, Sun Jian is not actually running a tight ship. And so we might as well talk about another person who was in history as well. And that is the very famous... He built it like a castle wall and stuff, didn't he? And that is the very famous Gong Gogning. Gong Gogning is a warrior who served originally under Liu Biao. He originally served under Liu Biao, and Liu Biao, and then after that, because Gong Gogning was originally a pirate, and he served underneath him. Yeah, so we have Quan, we have Xu Shu. I forgot to recruit him. We'll have Ma Chao, we'll have Sun Ce, we'll have Yun Jin. Because we don't want to lose these guys either. This is just getting mad. We don't want to lose Hu Xiong. We don't want to lose Gong Gogning. Yeah, and Gong Gogning is basically, he originally served under Liu Biao, and he had a rivalry. Well, not a rivalry. It originally didn't start off as a rivalry. It originally started off that they both wanted to rip leather heads out of each other. Where basically, and basically they wanted to live leather heads out of each other, because basically the warrior Ling Tong, his father, was killed by Gong Gogning in a battle with Liu Biao. And basically, what happened was, he killed him, and then after the battle, after Hongzhou, because this was when Sun Quan then took charge of Wu, and basically what happened was that he wanted to go over there to basically take down Hongzhou, who killed his father, which he did. Don't get me wrong. And then after the battle. And then after the battle, he then recruited similar actually, if you think about it, to what happened with Jia Shu and Cao Cao, where he recruited Jia Shu even though Jiang Wei had just been killed by him. Oh, wrong one. There you go, that's the one I want. Where Jia Shu was actually killed by him. And he was basically like, why on earth? Why on earth are you giving him the time of day? But in this respect, this time it was in the Wu territories. It was in the Wu territories, where he then recruited Gong Gogning. Gong Gogning was originally a pirate before joining Li Biao as well. And basically he recruited him, and then Ling Tong basically tried to kill him and everything like that, blah, 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 blah. And then they worked underneath Lu Mong. And Lu Mong basically sorted them both out. Basically told them to sort themselves out. Otherwise. And they did. And then eventually, Ling Tong, Gong Gogning actually worked together because they were both very good at doing night raids and things like that. And they both basically worked together and basically worked as a rivalry, because Ling Tong then basically come to the conclusion that Gong Gogning was just doing what he had to do at that particular time. And yeah, and basically he come to the conclusion that he didn't know that if he was going to join thingy at that time, then he would have been fine. But anyway, that's another story. So that was another story. So what happened? So what eventually happened was that he done loads of battles. He involved in the Battle of Hefei, where I think he went toe to toe with Zhang Liao, but wasn't able to actually defeat him. Yeah, he wasn't able to actually defeat him. But anyway, enough about that. So then the Battle of Yeeling happens, and Gong Gogning was basically fighting at the Battle of Yeeling. And what happened was, he went off ahead. He went off ahead, and Gong Gogning basically went off ahead, and basically what happened was that he went off ahead and basically rushed headforth into battle, and was basically ambushed and trapped by the warrior Sha Mok, who was working underneath Liu Bei, and basically he was killed by Sha Mok by an arrow, and he was his life was basically cut short. His life was basically cut short by Sha Mok. But again, don't get it wrong. Oh, what? Yeah, I'll become ruler for you, sir. See, this is what we wanted. Yes, I wanted to show you this. That yeah, that you can become ruler. There we go. He's given us. Yay! I'm now ruler. Look at that. So we're going to focus on battles and personal. I'm going to recruit an officer. Form an alliance, increase happiness. There we go. That's what we wanted. Yeah, look at that. We are now ruler of our kingdom. Huh. Nice. 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 Yeah, so basically, yeah, so that was Gong Gogning. Basically, it's spread about Gong Gogning. Yeah, yeah, there you go. So yeah, there we go. So basically, that is Gong Gogning. So I may cut it off here. So we have a prefect, we have the strategist Shang Jiang. We don't have a marshal, so we may recruit a marshal. We might have Zhang He as marshal. Why not? Sun Quan is a prefect. We have Hong Dong, Zhu Zi, Hong Gai. You know what? I'm going to be savage. I don't want him. I'm going to have Guo Zhe as my strategist, and then we're going to have a prefect. So we have another prefect? Yeah, why not? And then I'm going to make that prefect Ma Chao. Cool. And then you can have that. And you can have some subordinates. Why not? You can have Sheng Ding. You have Dong Mi. You can have Emperor. And you can also have Li Ru. There you go. Cool. There we go. Nice. Everybody was supposed to join the Quan Kingdom. So recruit them? Yeah, why not? What did I choose? Oh yeah, here's happiness and form an alliance. There we go, nice. We want to... He's literally left me in such an awful predicament because we're getting invaded left, right and centre. So if we not really anyone. We'll send Guozha. Yay! We got an alliance. Send Guozha. Oh my life. We need to recruit someone, a new officer. Huh. That's Sun Jian. Not really cool to recruit. I might recruit Yuan Tudor. He might be cool. May do that. Ooh, Inferno, nice. I'm on life. Look at the predicament he's left us in. There we go. The request for each of your kingdoms. No. No way. Who do you think you are asking for supplies? Ugh. Anyway, so we're going to cut it off here. So I'd just like to again thank you all so much for liking, commenting, subscribing. It's all greatly appreciated. And then next time, basically, we're going to be expanding our kingdom. And also, by the way, you can also step down and leave the kingdom and actually become a free officer, so someone else can then take over. Well, we don't want to do that. We're in charge of this now. This is our thing. So yeah, so next time we will be doing some more battles, expanding our kingdom. Yeah, doing really well. So thank you all so much. And until next time, I shall speak to you all soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.